Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gents, and my name's Alex. I'm here with
Ruben
and Jamie, and we are so excited. You can probably tell by our enthused voices right now.
Yeah.
But Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Oh my God!
What a movie!
Is it good, everybody? What is it? There's a Star Wars movie, not directed by George Lucas. That isn't a prequel. What are we gonna do?
Well, we're gonna go in that cinema and enjoy it. That's when we've done it.
Yeah. It's obviously I've made it pretty vocal how much I just hate the prequels, and how this film I was cautious about.
I wasn't even cautious.
But the more it was like a roller coaster. The process of this movie, the hype for this movie. Like, the trailers are all really good, but there are things you hear now and again that are like, oh no, is it just going to be too this? Is it going to be too that? Within 30 seconds of the movie starting, I just knew it was going to be of a certain quality. And that was that. And it's one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen in the cinema.
Yeah.
Probably, I can't think of the last time I've been just pleased, happy with
I mean, The Dark Knight Rises, I was real pleased when I watched that.
like
God, I'm super.
With The Dark Knight Rises, I was so nervous the whole time, so I was like, I didn't know what to think at the end. But with this one, I was just like, yep, I'm so happy with how this turned out. But what do you think, Jimmy? I haven't said anything.
Yes, it's good.
It's good.
It's like my second favourite movie of the year.
It's
I'm curious, what's the first you're gonna answer now?
Mad Max, isn't it?
I think it might be Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I knew it was going to be more of a movie than the prequels, just on a like fundamental making movie level.
Is this mic keeping on?
In the way,
it is.
Yeah, it is. It's just really quiet.
That's because I'm on the side, isn't it? And it picks up at the front. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's hard to say anything without like the magic of it is kind of seeing everything unfold and all the answers like coming together naturally on screen for you.
Yeah.
The thing I'm most pleased about is that after seeing Star Trek Into Darkness, I was scared that JJ was going to go for the
well, and then
remaking the movie, but just flipping certain things on its head. But it's basically the same thing, and it's really predictable.
Well, I actually said today about something J.J. Abrams actually said about Into Darkness, that he felt he was tap dancing around the whole film, trying to just make every sequence as entertaining as he could. Because he had nothing else he could do, really. He said the film could have been a lot worse, and it was okay, but the film could have ended up a lot more of a mess or something.
While the story is pretty much a remake of A New Hope, basically, that's not what I mean. I mean like flipping like I am your father sort of shit round, that sort of thing, as if it's clever or whatnot. But the thing that makes this film so like fucking brilliant is it's just like the characters, the new characters.
I really like them immediately. I really like all of them. I guess it's down to both the writing and how good the actors are in it. Yeah.
It's mainly Daisy
Ridley and John Boyega.
Daisy Perfect Ridley and John Boyega.
Alex is completely obsessed with Daisy Ridley at this point.
And Poe Dameron's cool as well.
Yeah. I really like him. I'd happily just watch a film.
Those I guess are the three main
X-Wing things.
They're the new three dudes, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And obviously they've got BB-8.
Mm-hmm. BB-8. Yeah, like just like on a my favorite thing. Just if you had to choose one thing to just pick out, it probably is just BB-8 for me.
Well,
like I don't really care that much about R2-D2 or C-3PO, but BB-8, there's someone so charming about him.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. The little noises he makes, the like way he moves around, the way the animatronics work for him. He's so clever.
Yeah,
and so well done.
Going back to the fact they've added these new characters, normally when they do this, they add new characters, people are kind of reluctant to accept them, but I'm immediately like, yeah, you guys could just be in this, and I wouldn't forever. You know, you're perfect, you're fine. I care about all of them now immediately. I
like
care about
how
what happens to all of them.
Unpredictable it was in terms of what they were going to do with characters and where they were going to be. Like the trailers are, they fuck with you a bit in terms of who you think's going to do what and what characters are going to be what and the like journey that Daisy Ridley goes through. So good. It's so satisfying. That was another fear I was going to have. Is this going to have the Marvel syndrome and be made as sort of filler just to get another movie out.
Yeah.
But it works on its own. It has arcs in it. The stories are completed.
Well, and they managed to make it a satisfying film whilst also setting up everything. And this is everyone, and introducing everyone.
Yeah. The cinematography is amazing. The way it's shot is amazing. The editing is amazing.
The cinematography was fucking great.
Yeah, the camera work is so like smooth, and everything. It's got like a really natural energy to it. Everything just flows so well.
The opening shot. I'm not going to say anything about it, but the opening shot.
That whole sequence,
special.
Like I keep trying to think about which part's my favorite, but I just can't narrow it down.
I have a definitive favorite part for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's two actually. I have two that I really like.
It plays with nostalgia in ways that are manipulative, but not in like an offensive way.
Yeah,
it just works really well.
Yeah.
It's exactly what any Star Wars fan would want. I'd be curious what someone who isn't a fan of Star Wars would think of this movie by itself. I don't know how effective it would be for them. But like, how would you not know what the Millennium Falcon is?
Yeah. Well,
like in terms of that, it's just like pop culture things that everyone knows. It's that thing.
Yeah, that thing. They won't be able to name it, but there'll be that thing.
Yeah.
Like just a weird example. Before I played Halo when I was 7, I'd be like, I recognized Halo
it's
Man.
The Halo.
Yeah, it's the Halo Man.
Yeah.
I knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was. It's just an example.
Yeah, like the balance. They got the balance super spot on with the practical /CG stuff. Like I didn't think there was anything too egregious really with the CG.
No, it was all really good. The fucking ship to ship CG was crazy.
Like it clearly had like a lot of love poured into it. Like these people really cared about making a good movie, because like the people that were making this movie were the kids who grew up with Star Wars in the first place, so they want it to be as good as possible.
Just reading things, John Boyega and Harrison Ford. John Boyega just kept telling everyone that him and Harrison Ford are best friends now.
yeah. Like it clearly was like a labor of love from everyone, so they wanted it to be as good as it can be. And I think like in a world where we're now big budget crazy movies, like looking at Batman vs Superman trailer and everything, but everything's so like excessive. And there's no restraint to anything. It was just so refreshing to see this real movie.
Yeah, it's something weird actually. I really like all the youth, the new characters like Carrie. Obviously, they were all young people like Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford back in '77. But I, obviously watching it now, I know that that was them then, and I wasn't alive then. But these people now, I feel like I don't know.
They fit so well into it because.
Yeah, they're like the Star Wars characters now that I will. When I was 18. They're
like this. I said when we walked out that felt like the like A New Hope, but for like a new generation. Like this is going to be that movie for a bunch of new kids. The Phantom Menace isn't that movie.
No,
and now I'm so glad that we have 4 really good Star Wars movies, and the balance is now in favor for them being good again.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will make people realize just how just terrible and crap the prequels are. Like I'm not saying that to be a dick. It's just disappointing.
They are just terrible and crap though.
That's it. I mean, I like not even on just like a storytelling level, but just like in terms of how the film is made. Like this film's gonna like age way better than any of the prequels. Like just because of the way it was made, the way it was shot, the way everything's so boring in the prequels. Everything's like there's an energy, it's flowing, it's just fun all the way through. And
it felt like old Star Wars was. It felt like that.
Totally, yeah.
It was like the new old Star Wars, like the prequels, which was just this isn't Star Wars.
Yeah, and I guess the fear was one of the fears was how they were going to use the old cast.
Well,
yeah, like one of the fears was. Because Harrison Ford has sort of been sleepwalking his way through a bunch of movies in the last 10 years. But, like, he seems to just really love Star Wars, I guess. He must have really liked the idea for the movie and everything, and he's one of the best parts about it.
Actually, obviously when I was younger, Leia wasn't one of the cool ones. She wasn't Han Solo and she didn't have a lightsaber, but now it's like, wow, you're, like, good and I like you a lot in this film.
Yeah. Yeah, like, is there anything that you didn't really like? Particularly, like it's hard to pinpoint. I think the pacing is kind of strange when you like really look at it on paper, but like never bothered me.
No,
really.
I thought the soundtrack wasn't as good.
Yeah,
like the soundtrack isn't quite as it's more reliant on old beats that they'd hit before.
Yeah.
But I think that I said yesterday the test is going to be in this next one, which will be even more reliant on.
Well, I want an established I want a theme
you want
for the
themes
First
for
Order.
Yeah.
I want a theme for the First Order. You know, they had the Imperial March.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Was the Imperial March even in A New Hope?
No, it was in Empire.
Yeah, it only came in Empire.
Yeah.
I thought so. I wanted to make sure before I made a mistake or something.
Because A New Hope established the Force theme.
This has Rey's theme.
That's more of a Darth Vader theme, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The Imperial March.
It's the Imperial March bracket Darth Vader theme.
Yeah. Because the soundtrack's not bad. It just uses a lot of it uses like the Force theme like perfectly. And like the Millennium Falcon theme now and again. It's little beats that you recognise, but there isn't that much new stuff.
There's one event, the event that was run for me. It could have been harder hitting.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
But I kind of blame that on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Nothing really played at that part.
No. Whereas
no, we'll talk about that in a sec. When in the spoiler section we'll talk about.
Slipped then anyway.
Yeah.
Without I slipped without slipping.
So like
one of those.
It's
what I was going to say about the soundtrack as well. So
the sound.
Fucking think. There's something in particular.
Is it like when
like you said, like the Imperial March is more of a Darth Vader's theme. I want a fucking Kylo Ren theme. I want him because it would have made him way more of a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's obviously the bad guy, but like.
Yeah, it's
Darth Vader.
It's a tough one. They had to.
He's the ultimate fucking bad.
Because they already had the Force theme. They already had Han Solo's. No, he doesn't have a theme. Sorry, the Millennium Falcon theme, Leia's theme. That's a lot already, and those are the ones they use mostly in the movie, mainly for like nostalgia effect or whatever. And that's the majority of the soundtrack for the most part. Hopefully, in the next one, as I'm saying, is that they'll put more themes in because it's gonna have to be around the newer characters more, I think.
Yeah. Well, Finn has been left without a theme. So
you don't even need to say anything about the story, really. Like, it's just satisfying. Everything's really good. I'm just so happy that this movie isn't a dud. It's not even like objectively, No. It's just this is exactly what everyone wanted. Like, I can't think of how they could have done like a better job. It's also like they got the balance with the funny and serious really spot on, because like I think the Marvel movies go way too far into the funny.
Yeah, we actually saw a trailer before for Civil War.
Yeah,
it was like
Civil War
it seriously, but like
with Avengers 2, it looked really serious, and not the tone of the movie at all.
Whereas this one, fucking serious Marvel.
Because like anyway. When you think about the original Star Wars trilogy, like Han Solo is a really fucking funny character. But like, and they've gone for that sort of with a few characters in this again.
Where in Marvel it's like safe sarcasm. Han Solo's way like fuck you sarcasm.
Just like shooting a door to open it, shooting a radio just to shut them up, whatever.
Just shooting everything.
Like that's
shooting fixes everything.
Like that sort of. It's just got loads of good moments, loads of stuff.
When I was younger, one of the ones I always remembered. When you're young, obviously you watch the films, but you barely remember what's going on anywhere else. And one of the ones I always remembered is Han and Chewie run down the corridor, and then they run away out of the corridor, away from all the stormtroopers. I remember finding that real funny when I was younger, remembering.
Yeah, that's a physical comedy thing, which works well.
And it's because it's those characters, Han Solo. It's so foolhardy. Yeah, I can do what I want, and then fuck it, I'm out. See ya.
There are lots of things like this in this movie, but then when it needs to be serious, it is and works, just as well. Like it doesn't deflate that.
I just remembered the one. Well, we'll get to that anyway. Like probably next.
Do you have anything else to say about just the movie in general? Obviously, you're going to see it. You're already seen it at this point. So,
what do I want to see it again.
Yeah, we're going to see it again. So it just made me feel like a kid again.
Well, we're going to move on to the spoilers. We've got to go into it so I can talk about the funny bit.
So massive spoiler warning now. Everything's on the table now. I guess close the video now if you don't want to hear them.
Leave like some time, I guess, for them to realize
what's
going
saying
on.
Now.
Stuff
like spoiler, a honky door.
So anyway, moving right on to. We'll
the part when Jar Jar comes in and fucking.
We'll ease them in with a not really spoiler, just about me talking about a specific scene though.
Yeah.
When Han Solo was aboard his fucking crap ship that he's got, which isn't the Millennium Falcon at the time.
Big,
and the group show up, and he's talking to them, and then the second group show up. When have I ever let you down?
Oh yeah.
Twice. What was the second time?
That's such a Han Solo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't you just so relieved that they didn't prequel like the way they used the Force or whatever?
just fucking
the Force and lightsabers.
Shit. Like it seemed like it was a real stress for them to use it.
Yeah, and like Kylo Ren especially, he's such like he's so much more interesting than he could have been. You know, the whole slant of him.
Actually, you know, Darth Vader was they tried to make him to look like he was young and conflicted at first, and then. But they fucked it. But that was really, I guess, what it should have been. Young, conflicted, then he is like a full-on, this is what I do now. I guess they got that. They got the right idea of that with Kylo Ren.
We were surprised how early in the movie they reveal who he actually is as Han Solo's son.
But they don't feel like it has to be a crazy big announcement, because that isn't the point of him. It's like and then the point of him comes later.
The like, they fill in the 32 years, is it? With a load of interesting shit that you want to know about.
Yeah, like really quickly they pass over the fact that all the stormtroopers are children taken from their parents and then indoctrinated. Yeah, basically. And there's something they particularly say about signs of non-conformity. That's his first sign of non-conformity or something. Just weird little things like that show like the possessiveness. Like, did you have permission to take off your helmet? Yeah. Like little things that are gonna have whole entries on Wikipedia, stuff like that. Like the battle of whatever the fuck there was a part I remember them saying about wars and stuff like that. The Kylo Ren thing in particular is basically it's kind of like the anchor of the movie in terms of, obviously when Han Solo comes back, him and Leia have the whole relation. They're his fucking parents. They're desperate for him to not be a villain because he's been like indoctrinated by this new villain, Snoke,
Emperor. What was his name?
Chance.
Supreme Leader.
Yeah.
Was that
Supreme Leader? It wasn't Chancellor. They'd never used
that. No, Supreme Leader Snoke or something. He's this big. Well, he might not even be big. Just the way it was.
Yeah, they portray him.
He was like a hologram.
Big fucking hologram.
Yeah. Played by Andy Serkis. Interested to think what they're gonna do with him. Is he gonna fight? Do you think in like future ones is he going to be
Well, the end of the movie is Kylo Ren is sent to return to him to train. So
that the lightsaber fight at the end might be one of my
training.
The lightsaber fight might be one of my favorite like ones now, because like Plinkett says in the Plinkett reviews how the point of lightsaber fights should be like a visual representation of their internal like struggle, basically showing their characters. Like Kylo Ren, his lightsaber's all unstable. He's unstable as a person. Daisy Ridley's like just learning what she's doing. She's unsure. They're in this crazy hostile environment. It's all like metaphors, whatnot. It's not indulgent.
They couldn't like make the lightsaber new. It's you know it's a lightsaber we've already known. They couldn't just fucking change it all of a sudden. So none of that metaphor going on. And like actually they really obviously do it with the end of the duel. There's the ground coming apart between them. That's showing.
There's loads of visual metaphors like that.
And she effed him up actually. She really fucks him up. I was really happy with that.
That's it. Yeah, it's a really satisfying fight scene. And then the part where Han Solo gets fucking killed by his own son.
Yeah.
Which you don't think was very
impactful.
I thought the lack of music made it impactful though. I thought it was
when it showed
him
it wasn't that.
It showed him like
see, it was his own father aside, just him being stabbed. Like seeing that, I mean, it's sad, but it's not like sad.
It was when
it's everyone else's reaction.
Yeah.
I thought it was really sad when Chewie's reaction.
Yeah.
And Daisy Ridley in their reaction.
That's like the Chewie's reaction is the audience's reaction. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then kills people.
Yeah. Then he goes on a rage.
Actually,
rampage.
does he hit? He does hit Kylo Ren, doesn't he? Actually.
That's probably why he's not as good. Yeah. It's just like everything just works really well. There's nothing like really ignored, because the whole plot of the movie is that they're basically trying to find a map to Luke Skywalker, because he's hidden away because of the whole Kylo Ren situation. Fucking up or whatever.
Yeah, because he feels it's his responsibility. He feels like it's his fault.
The thing I think most people are, if there's going to be anything that people are going to bitch and whine and complain about, it would be the Luke thing, probably, that he's not in it really at all.
Yeah, but he'll be in it in the next one, obviously.
Yeah, obviously he's going to be the Yoda of the next movie, which is going to be cool to see.
Yeah.
He looks great. He looks like he's going to play the part perfectly. But
he's got the old I'm an old Jedi now, so I wear beige robes instead of cool young
I'm
black
so
robes.
glad though that they didn't force him in awkwardly, just randomly. I thought, part of me was thinking, in some fight scene, is he just gonna suddenly appear or something like that? I'm glad they didn't do that. because it would have just sort of deflated everything and just been too much, because the focus needed to be Kylo Ren, Han Solo, basically, with the new characters.
Yeah, just sort of
moving everything along.
Their shit.
Yeah.
Two favourite scenes, I feel like I just want to talk about it, is the lightsaber duel at the end, because it's a really fucking good one.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like I said already, it's new old Star Wars, what it should have been. What it really should have been, not the bullshit of the prequels. I don't even consider them anymore. I don't even.
They're
think about
so
them
tonally, stylistically different that I hard to even consider them as being in the same universe. Really.
Yeah, the way they fight is so. The collision is everything about it. It's so like it's loud. It's fucking visceral. There we go. I used it earlier, so I'm using the word again. It's visceral.
They actually feel like there's some kind of struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
it's not people dancing around. They're like they're hitting each other and they're straining at it and.
Like lightsabers are not a thing to be fucked around with in this movie. Like Finn sort of fumbles around with one earlier, and he's carrying it around, and like he doesn't even think that it's a weapon. He doesn't just start using it.
No. Just
because, but then the little creature thing tells him that's you've got a weapon, and then he kind of has a cool fight scene and stuff with. It's just all really cool shit.
Yeah, and then my next favorite scene, even though it's only a short one, it's just a shot really of a bunch of X-wings flying in over a lake, and it just looks. Obviously, everyone sees it in the trailer, the side shot, but like the frontal shot of all of them coming towards.
I like the one where it's Finn fighting on the ground, and there's like a really long shot of Poe Dameron flying around, destroying shit. Yeah,
that whole thing of what do they call it? Dramatic irony, isn't it? When you know or something, and the audience knows, but the characters don't know something. They don't even know Poe's alive still, and then he's just alive, and they're like, "Yeah, we're bros now." I like that, the bro thing between Finn and.
That's one thing that could have been really frustrating
and
as an
annoying.
audience member.
Yeah, bruh.
No, I mean the fact that Finn is a stormtrooper.
If they like really dwelled on it, like, "Oh, you're a stormtrooper, we don't trust you." I was thinking, are they gonna fucking do?
Are they gonna do that? The romantic comedy thing.
I thought she was gonna be all pissed off at him for it, and he's just like.
But she's just like realistic about it. She just acts like a person.
Well, it's not his fault. He was fucking.
I like how his name isn't Finn.
No, but it was like 2187.
It's just got nice little touches. Like it's clearly, as I said earlier, just put loads of love and attention has just been poured into this movie, and everyone involved clearly cares.
And I can't wait for Rogue One now.
Yeah, can't wait for just this whole trilogy thing.
Well, we're looking at like 6 new Star Wars films.
So where do you rank this then in terms of not including the prequels, just the 4 ones of note?
It's number 3.
Yeah.
Number 4. Because Empire, New Hope.
Yeah.
I didn't want to call it a New Hope though. I want to call it Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I still like Empire more.
Yeah. I like Empire more.
I think need to sit on it a while for
When I watch it again, I think will be my real final. Like, what do I actually definitely. I mean, I doubt it'll make it to number 1. And I doubt it'll drop to number 4, but it might become number 2.
Like, I'm super excited for episode 8 now. Like, knowing the director being a bit more serious.
And knowing that we're gonna have fucking Luke Skywalker. Fucking Luke Skywalker.
My favorite shit.
He was like my childhood go-to hero.
Yeah.
Fucking Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. My favorite shit of all of the Star Wars movies is the Yoda and Luke stuff with like no action in at all.
That's what actually. Going back to Luke Skywalker being my hero, I had my lightsaber, my toy lightsaber was Luke's one in Return of the Jedi. It was the green one.
Yeah.
And it was like a flick out and press the button to turn it on.
Despite this movie being quite similar in terms of the structure with the new Death Star thing, basically that uses the power of the sun and stuff. I said this earlier as well. I don't mind them doing this for this first movie because they had so much time they needed to fill in this 30 years of history. New characters to set up, new yada yada yada. Framing it around something like that is fine to me. But now the test is going to be, are they just going to fucking remake Empire in the next one? Please don't do that. Be original.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm totally fine with there being a serious thing. Well, I suppose it can't because she's Daisy's or fucking Rey, is already there, ready to train. So they've already missed out one sort of thing of it. So we'll see. I guess they'll show us some of the training, but it won't be like a.
It was so cool that you didn't know which one of them was supposed to be the Jedi character for ages.
And then obviously it becomes increasingly more obvious.
Yeah, and I like how the new 3 just aren't carbon copies of Luke, Han, and Leia. Like,
her escape from the First Order was good. Just remembered that.
Yeah, her escape, her gradually learning her powers is cool.
Yeah, you will undo the restraints and leave the set. People found that funny. And drop your weapon.
Yeah, but it is more funny than some of the previous ones, but because some of the humor is just like so kiddie in like Return of the Jedi. It's like
ooh, look, teddy bears. My highlight Return of the Jedi is the teddy bear going up to the other dead teddy bear and like going and shaking it,
and then it like goes on the floor in fucking pain. Yeah. So that was the Force Awakens. Any final thing to say? Any final words? I'm just so relieved, so happy that I can be passionate about this series that I've been affectionate for so long again. That's the main thing. Just like, thank fucking God. There was the last thing I said, another thing I said to you already, but I was liking the movie and then loved it as soon as they were like...
I wasn't expecting that either at all.
Yeah,
Falcon.
They were like sprinting towards this ship that they're trying to escape in this desperate
The ship looked
action
like
scene.
one of those, what do they call them, like blockade runners from a... the IV or whatever.
Yeah, because they're like running away and you don't see it, but Finn says, "What about that one there?"
Yeah.
While they're sprinting,
I
she's like,
I just thought it was a nothing.
Yeah, she's just like, "No, that was garbage.
Yeah.
That was trash."
And then you just go to it, and it's just...
And then the music plays, and it's like, yes, okay. Fantastic Reno. So, I guess thumbs up from me.
Yeah. Star Wars The Force Awakens, everybody.
Let's just hope they don't marvel it.
They won't. I've got complete faith in them now. That's it.
Yeah. Just imagine it. Fucking 10 years ago. Sorry, more than 10 years ago. 16 years ago. When The Phantom Menace was coming out. The same feelings.
Yeah.
Lying to yourself after the movie. Just like wanting to love it so bad. Oh well. Now we get all the comments about, no, the fight scenes weren't as epic.
Well, we know those people are stupid.
You just go watch the prequel fight scenes again, like if you don't care about characterization or anything like that. So sucky willy is all I have to say. Isn't that right, folks?
I think you should end the video here, Alex.
Yeah, I think I should. See it. So go see it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Jar Jar Media says thanks.
Shut up. Bye.
Bye.